So, Skrulls are the bad guys. And you're a Kree.
Hey, true believers, Englentine here with a little breakdown of the Captain Marvel trailer, a little reaction, I guess. Now, I do have to put these in 10-second clips, anything less than 15 because of copyright, so please bear with me on that. It's so obvious this first shot was a response to the, oh my gosh, he's hitting an old lady scene where we actually see Captain Marvel punch the old lady, and then she reveals to the world what the rest of us knew is that, you know, it was actually a Skrull.
A race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
I have to admit, I came to this trailer with excitement. I wanted to see what they're going to show me that they haven't shown me already. And when this line popped up where she's like, I'm a hero. Hero. It reminded me of Final Fantasy, what was it, 12 or something, where the guy was walking around saying that. And then I thought, you know what? I bet this was a line that Brie Larson came up with because it's just arrogant and it sounds like something she would say, or at least, you know, by the Twitters, I would get that particular thing from her.
Life began the day it nearly ended. We found you with no memory. We made you one of us.
We saw the wreck in the first one, and I like the fact that they closed in on her this way. We see that she's bleeding Kree blood, and of course, you know, it raises the questions and such. The other thing of note is that we get to see the person that shot her down, or at least as somebody's walking into focus, we see them with a gun. Now, later, we see a Skrull holding a gun towards her, but this might be Jude Law as well.
So you could live longer, stronger, superior. You were reborn.
I dig the Mohawk look. Now, I don't really care for it in the comic book, but here I actually think it looks good. They made it look workable anyway. I do believe we're hearing Annette Bening, of course, in the voiceover, and there's a certain arrogance to her when she says, we built you superior. It makes me think that she's going to be one of those mentor figures that turns out to be kind of like a bad guy. I don't know. We'll see.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
There is literally nothing new in this particular segment of the preview. And granted, I understand I'm breaking them between 10 and 15 seconds, but absolutely no new information is given us. I'm going to expand on this a little bit towards the end because I just want to go through the trailer right now and talk about each scene that I'm cutting. But I don't know. I like the role. It's not as smooth as I think they wanted it to be, but overall, it looks all right.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Funny thing here is the voice that we hear coming out of Sammy Jackson is irritable. And I think that it kind of reflects the complaints I've heard about Captain Marvel so far. We're being told that she's cool. Here he says, can you fly this thing? We'll see. That's just arrogant. No, he's just saying that's a yes or no. Don't fucking pretend and play around with us. Don't tell us she's the most powerful and coolest. Make a movie and let us decide if she's the coolest and the one that you should be putting in front. Just like in the comic books, they're forcing it, and it just comes off as disingenuous. If they just let it play out, it would come off as a lot different than it is already. They didn't do that in the comics, and unfortunately, it looks like they're doing the same thing here.
Would you like to know what you really are?
Okay, so it confirms that I believe this is Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, who is threatening her, who's the one that shot her down, the wreckage, the whole 9 yards. At least that's what it looks like from the setup here. And he looks good. I gotta say, I like the Skrull makeup. I don't know if this is exactly what I ever wanted from a live-action Skrull, but I can say close enough. But I also like the way that the hair falls, but anybody who has ever worn a hat and had hat hair knows that it wouldn't be this nice and wavy.
I think I had a life here.
What aren't you telling me?
So most of this is just stuff we've seen before. I wanted to focus on this because I heard her name was going to be like Vers and Kreese, so obviously she was wearing the other half of the dog tag. I'm going to touch a little bit upon everything and give an overall view at the end, because really it does need to, this trailer truly needs to be addressed in more ways than one.
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think. This war is just the beginning.
My eyes roll like a slot machine every time I see this. Remember in Wonder Woman how they just let her be a badass woman? Now granted, she took a couple of shots in the dialogue, but the advertisement wasn't all about, it's a hero. Ugh. That being said, the makeup is growing on me with the Skrulls. I mean, this is as close to comic books as you can get. And another thing from this segment, is that Ronan the Accuser? It kind of looks like a precursor to what we see later.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
Okay, my favorite part of the trailer. Like, literally just a couple of frames in the entire trailer was my favorite part, and this is what I think is an Easter egg or a callback to Binary. And that was really when I was first introduced to Carol Danvers, or at least I made the connection to Ms. Marvel and Binary or anything. Otherwise, come on, I just think this looks cool. You would think that they would be able to spend some of that cajillion dollars they made from both Black Panther and Infinity Wars to kind of make the CGI look a little bit better in this movie, especially considering they're saying, this is going to be the tentpole and she's going to be the main character of the Marvel Universe from here on in. No, let's half-ass it on the CGI, which is kind of what they did with Black Panther. I mean, for all the hype. Everybody points to that rhino, but there were a lot more hard spots than that.
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Fury.
What's cute? I'll be back.
The cat's name is Goose. I kind of like that. A little call to Top Gun, which I guess would be popular if you're an Air Force pilot or something, and maybe that's why somebody would name the cat Goose. I don't know why not Maverick, but there you go. Anyway, also this is to show that Nick Fury is not exactly the man that we come to know him as. So he's a little bit loving towards the cat. You know, it's not like we see him petting a cat during the Avengers or anything like that. And I just rhymed that as Dr. Seuss would. Anywho, wow, what to say about this? There's no difference. Did anybody else like get a different feel from this? I mean, okay, there's a couple of scenes that we got that's a little extra from the last trailer, but when it comes right down to it, no real information was given. We did get to see some of the Skrull makeup, okay, and I like the Binary thing, but overall, this is the same trailer as the teaser one was. And it just, I don't know, man. I would think like a teaser, all it has to do is like say, Captain Marvel coming in March. And then the next trailer, this trailer, is the one that should have blown our freaking socks off. But to tell you the truth, this and the other one was so similar that this has already had the wind knocked out of it. So anything cool that we saw, we already saw in the first one. I mean, you know, as far as holy shit moments would have been, which I gotta tell you, as far as the Captain Marvel movie trailers have been, are few and far between. I have not seen anything that's made me go, oh my gosh, I have to see this movie, which is kind of sad. And what's worse is if you do watch the Extreme Movie Show, our Sunday night movie stream, you'll know that I'm the easy one. In American Idol terms, I'm the Paula. I'm drugged up and I'm easy on everything. I like the movies. I love going to the movies. Now, granted, yes, I see some shitty ones, but it's easy to get me excited about a movie, especially if it's a superhero film. But I have to tell you and be honest that after the last 2 trailers, I just don't see it, guys. I do not see this being successful. And I am not in any way, shape, or form excited for this. I'm not going to skip it. If I said I was going to skip it, I'd be lying to you. But it's the one I could skip, and I don't feel like I would miss anything. I just don't have any desire to go see it. Now, I mean, you take Aquaman. Of course, everybody knows Aquaman's my favorite character. But you take that, I am just so jazzed to get out to the theaters and see this. Shazam looks fun and different enough that I want to see that. I have a desire to go see that film. Even Dark Phoenix, I am at least interested in seeing how they're going to handle the story. And New Mutants with its horror elements, I cannot wait. But this one? No. I could live without it. If they decided, you know what, we're going to shelf it or we're going to Netflix it, I would not care. Whatever they wanted to do. Overall, I've seen the 2 previews. I don't think they're going to reveal anything that's going to blow my mind or I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I have to see this now. This is just a ship on a dead, calm sea. It's just sitting there. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? What do you think about the Captain Marvel trailer? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or were you like me where it's just there? It's going to be a movie. It's going to be out. I'm going to see it, but I'm going to see it as a person who has a comic book YouTube channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you know the drill. Click like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Cool things happen around these parts, and I'd hate for you to miss any. Also, this is a way we're trying to make a living, so if you don't mind heading on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till, help us keep the lights on, and help us keep making videos for you. Thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.